today we'll be opening this. This is Parfums de Marly, Haltane, 125 milliliters. Scratch that. There's a little bit of reading on the back. Yeah, so that's the box. There's a little thing there, like a barcode. Can scan, probably tells you the ingredients, and it really gives you the full ingredients of what notes it's in. It's mainly chemicals, I think. Yeah, so that's the box. So there's no point hanging around. Let's get into it. I sound like curly scents a bit there, don't I? As they're often mistaken. Let's get into it. No, we're not, honestly, we're never mistaken. No, don't think ever. So, oh look, this slide. Let's just slide our opening. Yeah. There it is. Well, and as usual, into the bin that I have handy that will get recycled. No danger on that. Yeah, so that's the box again. The writing, if anyone wants to pause and read it for themselves, although yeah, I'm not sure you would. It's the same as Carlisle box, different to the Herod box, but same as Carlisle, and it's one of these. Just comes off, put that down, and a lovely green felt in her bed inlay that it's nicely neatly sits inside. Oh, what a lovely gold top as well. Look at that. The now probably almost infamous dangerous de Marly lid that's so heavy it would cause a mischief if it landed on you in any way. Not saying it would though. Well, I'm not saying you guys ain't careful when you open the lid though. Accidents can happen. So yeah, that's it. Take it out the lid. Some more right in there, the lid. They're lethal, in a good way, if there is such a thing. Oh, nice, and it attaches well. I ain't coming off anytime soon. Takes quite a bit of force to come off. Yeah, lovely. So there it is. There's the unboxing. Piece it back together, and Haltane, Parfums de Marly. As you can see, probably by now, that yeah, we've had an unboxing of Haltane. This is now a smelling session. I'm not sure what the correct term is. Sampling. First wear. I smelt it in the shop in Truro, the scent store. They let me, well, they sampled it on some paper, and yeah, I loved that. So it wasn't a blind buy. I didn't wear it, so I have no idea how this will wear. Usually Parfums de Marly is the ones that I've experienced so far. Heavy performers, long lasting. There might be a few that aren't as long lasting as others, however they generally do last and certainly stay on the clothes anyway, which continue to give a scent off. So yeah, I'll give this a little spray. That's the bottle. It's backwards because I've got this on reverse, so if you want to know what that says backwards, it's Haltane. Maybe you wouldn't know that, judging by the name of the video, but hey, so let's have a spray. yeah, immediately smell a woodiness there. Followed by a sweetness. I'm not sure what that sweetness is. So have a quick look. Sorry about this, guys. Not prepared at all, even though I was a Boy Scout, and the motto is always be prepared. I'm not. On this occasion, I don't really put any plans into this stuff anyway, or effort. I just like to share an experience. Right, so what we're looking for, Haltane. I'm getting a note breakdown. I'm sure you guys are perfectly capable of this. Just want to see what that sweetness is. Right, so looking at this, top notes, Clary sage. I love Clary sage. I love it. Lavender. Lavender's nice. Very relaxing smell. And Bergamot top notes. Middle notes, Praline, Saffron. That is probably the sweetness I'm smelling, Praline. And yeah, wood. Yeah, that's the first thing that hits. Agarwood, Oud, Cedar. I do like. I'm a sucker for evergreen, like fir trees and stuff. Love them. I love going in like pine forests. I just love that smell. It's like, yeah, really assaults my senses, and I get a sense of warm comfortability around that. So yeah, cedar. I believe that's part of the pine family, or a family of its own. Similar. And oud. Not familiar with oud. I know I've seen a lot of frag heads, if you want to call them that. People who like fragrances. Yeah, just to talk about oud a bit. I don't think there's another one in my collection that has oud in, so this would be the first oud actually, thinking about it. I'd have to double check, but for the most part, I'm not aware of 70 odd fragrances any of mine actually have oud in. I believe it's quite an expensive ingredient, natural oud anyway. That it's just very, very costly and priced. So yeah, the most of the fragrances I imagine that involve that natural oud would be expensive, and this was no exception. This was in retail 300 English pounds. Work that out in dollars and euros. So what am I thinking to this now? So those top notes is, yeah, pretty much gone, I'd say. Certainly ain't the pralines hanging around, that mid note. I don't know if anyone else experiences it though with Parfums de Marly. There's generally quite from the opening. This is just for me. From the opening to the end, when it's just on the base notes now, there's quite a transition, and what it starts off smelling like, it doesn't end up smelling like by the end of it, when it's dried down. Leighton did that for me. Carlisle does that for me. Initially, Herod did that for me. However, I'm quite used to Herod now, as I wear that quite frequently, and so I've got used to that. It's a quick transition actually, Herod. Thinking about it, from that opening to the dry down, it's very quick, and then it stays quite linear, though pleasant all the time for me. Yeah, the Carlisle, that transforms. That doesn't, for me, it doesn't taste, smell like what it does opening to the metamorphosis into the dry down. The two separate things. I don't really like the opening of Carlisle, to be truthfully told. Love the dry down, love it. Just a sidetrack story. I tried Carlisle. I don't even know why it's not. I was going to the health spa. I thought, what shall I wear? Do you know, like I say, I'm not fishing for compliments, like all the time. I thought, you know what, I'm going to put some Carlisle in and go in sauna. Because they stopped allowing the L-Spa go. They stopped allowing people putting oils on. They don't put enough coals on their sauna coals on the actual sauna heater. So when people throw water on, it blows the element, and so you can get a bit stale in there. You used to just chuck water on and some oils and have a lovely scented fragrance in there, and they don't. And I thought, you know what, you know, if not for me, I'm gonna put some Carlisle on though. Being a bit like, I can put it, yeah, selfless. Let's have some other people in that sauna having a nice smell. So I put some, as I say, Carlisle on and went in, and it was an interesting experiment. Let's forget and there was no comments made or anything like that, nothing. Yeah, it's probably not the place to go on any comments like, oh, you smell nice in the middle of a sauna. You know, like, yeah, I don't know, it depends what sauna I guess you go to, but this is a family health spa one. And anyway, it was interesting to know that I spent about 2 hours in the health spa. I initially had 20-25 minutes in the sauna, yeah? So 85 degrees is seriously hot heat and sweating. Then did lengths of the pool, you know, showered, lengths of the pool. Then jacuzzi, chilled jacuzzi, 15 odd minutes, just, you know, relaxing and chilling. Then back in the sauna, it's got to be another 15-20 minutes. Back in the jacuzzi, back in the sauna, shower after, and I could still smell the Carlisle on me. It was like, of all that, I could still smell the Carlisle. So any questions about performance of Carlisle, there is none to answer. It was just, I thought the first 20 minutes in the sauna would go. That'd be it. Nah, it just clings to you. It's like, well, it clings to me. And it just stays on there, and it like won't even sweat off me or shower off me or chlorine off the pool off me. So that's a real testament to the staying power of that particular fragrance. Now, whether or not this is a long laster, let's have a look. So pro soft and rich accords of saffron and praline. Okay. That, I can really smell that praline. That's really, and I like that. I like that sweetness. I like that sweetness that is similar. When I say it's similar, there's a sweetness in Paco Rabanne Elixir, and there's a sweetness in Victor and Rolls Spice Bomb Extreme, which I like. I'm not usually a sweet person in that sense, though. There's something in those two, and this praline I actually really like. Pleasant and beautiful scent, yeah, definitely. Even that opening, I love that whoosh of wood. Boosh. It's like someone's hit in the face with a bang of wood. So bang. That's the, yeah. Opener. Great performance on skin. Okay, so yeah, that gets 18-1 thumbs up. Then moderate to strong silage, 16-1. Very good longevity, 15-1. Okay, suitable for all era. Probably go with that now. It's spring here, it's sunny out. Certainly, yeah, I could wear this out. Then about hot weather, we'll who knows, but yeah, it's 14 to 3, so yeah, easy to wear fragrance. Well, I'm loving this. Quite offering. Don't know what that means. Quite offering, and 1 thumbs up and 10 thumbs down. I don't. Can anyone explain what quite offering means? Is that a term used in the fragrance world? And is it an offering fragrance? I'm gonna offer my smell to you. I don't know. So comms clearly modelled after similar scents in the market. I wouldn't know what they are. Trying to give the thumbs up, 7 thumbs down. So yeah, again, comments. Let me know what scents they are. May not be worth the price. 6 thumbs up, 13 thumbs down. So people are saying that it is worth the price. Really. Not original or special. IMO. So 4 up, 14 down. So again, people are disagreeing with that. Highly cliched, sweet, woody, aromatic scent. Only 1 agrees with that, 12 disagree. So these comms are turning into a lot of pros for it, to be honest. Not a smooth transition from opening to mid notes, and 10 people give that a thumbs down. No one gave that a thumbs up. Not a smooth transition. I'll just on that, because I'm still sort of in that transition. It's the opening was very quick. The wood was very quick, almost, a few minutes, 5 minutes, however long I am now. That opening's gone. I'm probably around the mid notes, because certainly can smell praline. Be interesting to see, because it felt like it opened with wood, so that's the base note. So interested to see if that's it comes back with the dry down. Okay, mentholated rubbery oud in opening and heart notes. Well, that must be what the wood is that I smell. Mentholated, so mentholated oud. It's certainly, I think that mentholated might be something to do with the cedar. If that's pine, yeah, pine can have that little like feel of menthol, and I'm not sure. Don't know what rubber is. Mentholated rubbery oud. Okay, maybe that's more of a person has more of a refined nose. I don't know what that means. So yeah, that got 2 thumbs up and 15 thumbs down. So again, people aren't agreeing with that. May not stand out or get compliments. 2 thumbs up, 18 down. And average and linear fragrance. No thumbs up for that, and 14 thumbs down. So every con there, apart from clearly modelled after similar scents in the market, every con was negated by members of Fragrantia. So yeah, it struggles even to garner any criticism looking at that. And the only criticism it gets that seems to be upheld is clearly modelled after similar scents in the market. So please do let me know what those scents are. I have heard someone mention oud to greatness. I haven't smelled it. I wouldn't know. Do you know what? I'm not smelled oud for greatness. No, if it is just an oud fragrance and it hasn't got the sweetness of this, I imagine that could be, you want to probably have to be quite a distinguished type of person to wear an oud fragrance, in the sense that I imagine it's probably really masculine, and to add that little bit of sweetness in just tones it down a bit. I don't know though, I might not just. Let's have a look here. If you put oud and pink pepper and Baccarat Rouge 540, it would smell very, very close to this. Flipping out like that. So basically, if you change all of the fragrance with Baccarat Rouge, then you know, somewhere close to this. So you're better off just buying this, and then you've got this, haven't you? Right, way better than an OFG. It's super amazing scent. Yeah, very nice and high quality. Great choice over Creed. Okay. Flipping on this guy's poor right speech. Greed is inspiration. The speech group owner of Initio Parfum Privé decided to double the sales of its most successful fragrance, Oud for Greatness, by simply cloning it. For good measure, they did a couple of inconsequential tweaks, changed the name, changed the bottle, and started selling it on their other brand, Parfums de Marly. Oh, this guy's... He had a bee in his bonnet there, didn't he? Possibly. I know that the same can be said for most flankers, but these flankers are honest about what they're trying to do, which is sell almost the same product again and again, whilst here they try to hide the fact by changing everything but the scent. And yes, Haltane is a great perfume, of course it is, but that's not the real question. What's the question? The real question is, are both Oud for Greatness and Haltane different enough to merit having the two? And the answer is, sadly, no. So, this guy's sad. He's sadly that the answer's no. And I say sadly because the differences between the two could have been more noticeable and more lasting. That simple situation would have rendered both iterations needed on their own rights. Regrettably, the Spreacher group took the easiest and safest route by just copying the recipe, adding a few inconsequential tweaks, and selling it under a new name and company as if they never knew of the half brothers' existence. Wow. Finally, we get to performance, which incidentally is also the biggest difference with its cloned half brother. Projection in Haltane is on the lower side of moderate for 2 hours, and then it becomes intimate with longevity of about 6 hours, putting things into perspective. This is just about half of OFG's performance. In conclusion, if the differences are truly inconsequential and the performance is not that great, then why would you want to buy Haltane? Maybe someone from the Spreacher group's financial team might be better prepared to explain the reason. Whew, shit, can I get my money back? No, I don't want my money back, to be honest. It's, as I say, I haven't got Oud for Greatness, and yeah, I've looked at the price of it, and I think it's more than this, and yeah. I mean, everybody's different, and businesses are businesses. Can I hold it against Parfums de Marly for daring to start a business selling fragrances that they put a lot of time and effort into? Yes, houses do tweak this and tweak that. Inconsequential tweaks. Well, again, that's subjective, isn't it? Inconsequential to who? To him, maybe, or her, whoever that was. And what I'm seeing in the reviews I'm seeing is, for the most part, people are preferring the Haltane, and that doesn't say to me that the tweaks are inconsequential. That says to me that actually they like the differences. There may be similarities, and that's fine. We all share similarities, and same with fragrances, you know, and smells. And particularly with certain houses, if smells work and fragrances work, then yes, that, you know, that's their model, that's their business model. You know, use what works. To be honest, I think Parfums de Marly are one of those that actually dare to try stuff different. You yes, there's similarities within their fragrances. Though a lot of their fragrances, I genuinely haven't smelt them or anything similar to them. So yeah, well, actually, but let me backtrack. Herod, the similarities with Spice Bomb Extreme, and the similarities end in that Herod is a much more refined, gentlemanly tobacco, cinnamon, vanilla scent, whereas Spice Bomb Extreme is more of like, I would associate Spice Bomb Extreme with, you know, some more of a clubbing, you know, out dancing scent. Herod, yeah, you definitely go clubbing on it. You know, it's a more mature version of that. So yeah, it's more refined. I mean, yeah, does this Haltane warrant a massive essay on subtle differences? Maybe to that man, maybe it did. I'm pretty much probably on the dry down there. How long has it been? It's been nearly half an hour, and yeah, I need to go actually. So chatted on a bit too. So yeah, loving it. Love it, absolutely love it. So yeah, well done, Parfums de Marly. Again, another winner in my mind. Yeah, love it, absolutely. Thank you. All the best, guys.